Welcome back to the King's Queen, where I teach you how to master your hustle. This is a video that a lot of you have requested, so I have time today, and I figured I would get it done for you all, showing you all how to create your own custom GPT. Now, I have a couple out there. I also have a few that I've put on the GPT store that I'm toying around with. Most of my GPTs have to do with art related subjects, but a few of them are way out of my comfort zone, and I'm trying to just see how far I can get into creating different GPTs for different topics. But I'm not going to ramble. You know how I can get. I'm simply going to show you all how to create a custom GPT for creating different art styles. Today I decided to go with watercolor. So I'm going to show you what I like to do. Now, if you as you learn about creating GPTs, you may not want to do it like this at all, but this is how I go about doing it. It's quicker for me, it's easier, and it gets the job done the way I want it done. So first, before I even go to the GPT store to create a custom, I am on GPT 0.4 or GPT-4 rather, not 0.4, and I simply type out that I want to create a custom GPT that only creates watercolor images. And I basically just tell it everything that I want it to do. I'm going to say I want the characters. I spelled that wrong. I only want the characters to be African American. I want how can I make this stand out a little bit? I'm going to say I only want the background to be, I'm going to say black, just to take it there. And I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to see what it tells me. Okay, creating a custom version of GPT or a DALL-E Life model specifically for generating watercolor images of African American, hold on, it's going a little fast for me. African American characters and black backgrounds is an ambitious project that involves several key steps. It requires both technical expertise in AI and machine learning, as well as considerations for ethical and inclusive AI design. Here's a high-level overview of what the process might entail. And from there, it gives me some different steps. Now I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to go to Explore GPTs, and I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to go over here to the right, and I'm going to go to Create. Now, there are two different ways that you can enter in your information about your GPT. You can either have the conversation with GPT. It's pretty much the same as what I was just doing. But on here, the GPT actually talks back to you, and it helps you along with building the GPT. That's great, but I really don't like that one myself. So I go to Configure so that everything that I want, I can put it in the way that I want it. Here, this is where you name your GPT, so I'm just going to say African American watercolor. Here in the description, you just put a short description so that people know what your GPT does. And I'm just going to say create beautiful watercolor images with a melanin twist. It doesn't have to be that. You create it the way you want to. Now here is what I like to do. In the instructions, it specifically says, what does this GPT do? How does it behave? And what should it avoid doing? So I go back here to where I was talking to the GPT-4, and I'm going to say, using the information about the GPT, give me a set of instructions telling me how what it should do, how it should behave, and what it should avoid. Now once it's done, I can put in what I want or take out what I want, but I just like to use this so that everything can be said. So it's going to type out a set of instructions for me. And all I'm going to do is, when it's done, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it in the instructions box. And it doesn't take that long. You can do this with ChatGPT 3 as well, and the output is much quicker. But you have to have ChatGPT 4 in order to create custom GPTs. So take that information and do with it what you will. I'm just gonna wait for it to finish the output of information. Shouldn't be that much longer because I really haven't told it anything except for I want African American characters as a default, and I want black backgrounds, and I want the style to be watercolor. Now out of that, it gave me a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back over here to the instructions, and I'm going to paste that here, and I'm going to take out that last paragraph because that didn't go with the instructions, and then I'm going to go back up and I'm going to take out that top paragraph that it typed out. So now it only gives me the information that I asked it for. Now, I'm going to go down to the conversation starters, and this is just some little shortcuts that your GPT can have. So here I'm going to say, create a gorgeous woman. I think I misspelled that. That's okay. Here I'm going to say, create a couple in love. And that's as far as I'm going to go for right now. But you can create it to 4, I believe. And see, as you type them out here, they appear over here. And I also didn't mention that you can add your own profile picture. You can upload it or use DALL-E to create your profile picture. But right now I'm just going to test it out and see what I have to add to my instructions to make it do exactly what I want. I'm going to see what it does so far. So I just click on create a gorgeous woman, and hopefully the image that it gives me is a beautiful image of an African American woman in watercolor style with a black background. If that is the case and that's what it does, then half the battle is already over. Like I said, it does not take that long as you know exactly what you want tell it to ChatGPT and it will assist you. But I'm more independent and I like to go about doing this stuff by myself. So, and here we go, a beautiful African American woman, watercolor style with a black background. And I only told it black background just to show you all that it does exactly what you want it to do. And this is beautiful. Now I'm going to tell it to give her long burgundy hair with Chinese bangs, and she is wearing a yellow dress in the spring. I'm just typing something random. I'm gonna see what it does. Hopefully it will still give us the watercolor design and the black background, even though I did not even mention that in my prompt. But these GPTs is like I said in my previous videos, these are game changers. This ability to create this different technology can add so much more personality to your brand. Okay, this one did not do what I asked. It did what I asked, but it didn't. So, it gave me the black background, but then I guess since I said in spring, that's what the mess up was. So, but yeah, it gave me the airbrushed quality. And she is beautiful. She has the burgundy hair with the Chinese bangs. I'm just going to type in, she is wearing leopard print and a black leather jacket. Maybe this time it'll just give me the character, and since I didn't say anything about the setting, it won't give me anything other than that black background. Okay, see, this is not what I want at all. I don't want city backgrounds and all of that. That's not what I asked for. I mean, it's beautiful, but that's not what I asked for. So I'm going to go in my instructions. Okay, it says generate watercolor images. Focus on African American characters. It is focusing on that. Let's see. Use black backgrounds. When generating images, the model should default to using black backgrounds unless the user specifies otherwise. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Accept user prompts. The model should be capable of understanding and interpreting user prompts, allowing for customization in generated images, scene setting, character actions, and emotions. I'm just going to emphasize what it says about the backgrounds. Do not create a scene unless it is included in the prompt. Okay. I also want to tell it that by default should be black or brown. Eye color should be black or brown. And also, this is something that I do. I tell it to give me full descriptions in the prompt that they generate. So I'm going to say it like this. the generated prompt should give full detail of the character from hair, clothing, skin color, as well as mood and other details. I'm going to say a full description. Okay, and now that is updating. Hey guys, it's the next day and I was editing my video and realized that I did not elaborate on what I meant when I was in the instructions and I told the GPT to specifically give me detailed and more descriptive prompts. I'm going to show you what I was talking about in case you aren't aware. When you click on the image and you click the little eye up here in the corner, here's your prompt. And this is specifically what I wanted to be more detailed, because sometimes the prompts aren't that long and are not that detailed, even though they give you what you want. So just to make sure that the prompt is full of descriptive words, adjectives, giving the whole overview of the image, so that if you're creating a prompt guide, you can have some wonderful images. I want the prompts to be this way. So that's exactly what I meant when I told the GPT that I want a detailed and descriptive prompt. Like this one for this image: create a watercolor painting featuring 2 African American women with a focus on beauty and positivity. Both women have intricate braids and are dressed in stylish denim outfits. They are adorned with sparkling diamond accessories that catch the light beautifully. Their lips are glossy, reflecting their joyful and confident expressions. Oh my God. Now see, you could have got this image not even saying all of this, but I believe that the more descriptive, the better the image. So that's what I wanted to cut in and tell you guys. But I'm going to get back to the rest of the video. Hope you enjoy. Talk to you later. And now I am going to, here I'm going to click on create a couple in love and see what that does. It's just a bunch of tweaking. When this is your test, you're testing over here. So if it's not the way you want it, you work it out over here, play with it over here on the right until you get it the way you want it to be. A lot of people don't really they don't really want to do that, so that's why people buy the GPTs. But if you're like me and you don't mind doing this type of stuff in the back end, there you go. And here we go with a beautiful African American couple in love. It's watercolor. This is not my favorite art style, but if you like the watercolor look, this would be beautiful. I love the way it came out. It's exactly what I asked for. I wanted a couple in love. I didn't give any specific details, but it gave me what I wanted. So like I said, over here, this is where we type out all the information that goes with our GPT. Here, if we keep scrolling down, you see the knowledge section, and this is only for say you have documents that are talking about different art styles, and you have a file that specifically talks about watercolor or African American watercolor art. This is where you would upload those files. So I don't do any of that. I don't think it's necessary for just generating the art that I generate, so I don't even bother with that. And scroll down a little bit further, and this is where the capabilities for generating come from, using the DALL-E and your web browsing. And you also have code interpreter. I leave code interpreter off so that people cannot go in the back end and kind of, I guess you could say, hack my GPT. And down here in actions is where you load different plugins, but I don't use plugins for my GPTs, so I really don't know anything about that. But maybe in the future I'll do another video once I play around with that portion of the GPT builder. But for the most part, that's about it. You can tell it to create whatever type of art you want. Do a little research on different outputs of art, different qualities, different resolutions, and you can put that in your instructions as well, and you can get a different outcome. If you want everything to be yellow, put that in your instructions. Whatever you want, tell it, put it in your instructions and play around with it. And once you're done, all you do is click save, and there are 3 choices. This can be for only you or anyone with a link, or if you leave it on everyone, then it will go to the GPT store and be available for everyone to use. For the most part, I do anyone with a link, and those are the ones that I sell on Etsy. And the ones that are for only me are the ones that I'm using and still tweaking for myself until I get ready to put them out into the world. But this was just a quick tutorial showing you how to create a GPT. And I'm going to confirm this just to show you all how it looks when you're done. And now my GPT is built. I did not give it a profile picture, but like I said, you could go in and click on the little circle in the back end, and you're going to upload your own or tell it to create one from DALL-E, and you can tell it exactly what you want it to be, and then you can have a profile picture. But that really wasn't the important part of this video, so I didn't even worry about it. But now I'm going to type in here two beautiful, what did I just spell? 2 beautiful women with braids wearing denim and diamonds, glossy lips, happy expression. Simple, very simple prompt, and I'm going to see what it gives me. And after we get this image, I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you all got a little bit out of this. I haven't been feeling the best. That's why it's been taking me so long to get videos out. But I'm feeling better now. Having better days right now. So I thought I would get this video out to you all. And I'm going to create a few more today while I'm feeling up to it. But here we go. We have 2 sisters. Or 2 beautiful women. The background is black. They have braids. They're wearing denim. And there we go with the diamonds. This is some very textured art. And that's why watercolor is not my art of choice. But other than that, this is gorgeous. I just can't get over the textured look in their faces. I don't like that at all. But the art itself is beautiful. They are beautiful. The output is gorgeous. But yeah, this is a custom GPT that only puts out watercolor images with a black background. So take the information that I gave you, put your spin on it, create your GPTs, start putting your GPTs out there in the GPT store, and start selling access to your links. Until next time, you all be blessed.